Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I am Flash. Thank you for coming back. It's been a long time, I know. We are back with another Marvel Snap video, and as we head into what is a brand new season, Brave New World, we're going to talk about the brand new season pass card, and I'm going to hit you with what I think is going to be a very good day one deck to kind of get you started, get you on your way to exploring the many possibilities of what this new card has to offer. Without further ado, let's get right to it. All right, and here we have it. The brand new card this month, Sam Wilson, Captain America. You see it here on screen. Now, Cap is coming with the ability Game Start, add Cap Shield to a random location. Ongoing, you can move Cap Shield. What does that mean? Take a look here down below. Cap Shield, what's that? Ongoing, this can't be destroyed. Give your Cap +2 power when this moves to Cap's location. Now, the shield is a 1/1. Sam Wilson is a 2/3. It's gonna be a very strong ability for such a low cost card. Now, what that means right off the top is that the shield will not be able to be destroyed by Killmonger. Everybody, hold for applause, hold for applause. Yes, so that's a very good thing. You don't have to worry about that. And of course, it will be disrupted by things such as Red Guardian, Rogue, Enchantress. Yes, of course, that's going to be the case. But as with the case with all new releases, these things are going to be the worst they possibly are the first week they're out. That's just the running theme. People will look to be playing the thing. People will be looking to counter the thing, okay? And those three aforementioned cards are your big counters for this and all the other things that we're going to talk about where this card fits now. Personally, I feel like this card is going to be very strong. Generally, the season pass cards are always that, right? Except for Symbiote Spider-Man, but we ain't going to talk about that. Now, I like this card. It brings back a little bit of flavor with getting use out of original Captain America, because yes, it is going to work with Steve Rogers, the original Captain America in the game. Is that necessarily going to be good long term? Who knows? We don't know, but this is the only opportunity and probably the best opportunity we have for the original Captain America card to be good or playable. Let's go with playable. But look, there's a lot of case usage for what this card might do, and we're gonna explore that over the course of these weeks, right, during this season, and hopefully it lives up to the expectation that everybody has put forth on it. But I don't want to waste everybody's time. Let's not beat around the bush. Let me show you a deck that I feel will offer you some usage and some fun with this card. Let's check it out. All right, so see the deck here. This is a starting point for where I think this could be a decent place for the card to be. I've called this Assemble. All right, we got a bunch of the Avengers in here, but really what we're doing here is, because like we said, the shield is going to hit the board at a random location at the start of the game. Now, obviously, we've chocked full of some ongoing abilities here, right? You have Ant-Man because, well, why not, right? We're keeping with what we like to do around here. We like to keep at the little pinch of the lore in here. So, like I said, we got some of the Avengers in here, and why not? Squirrel Girl's in here because Patriot's in here. And in a game where you're probably going to be looking to fill things out as much as possible because Patriot is in here, the same reason why Ultron is in here. We're just going to jump around. I'm not going to necessarily go down the line. Let's jump around. Let's have fun with this. Let's ADHD this to the max, okay? And if you're doing that, you're filling the board out. Patriot, Ultron, Squirrel Girl, you have all that line going. Dazzler is here as well. Now, what you might be asking yourself is, what about Cap? What about the thing? And this is more of a plan B-ish type of scenario when you're looking at Patriot, Dazzler, Squirrel Girl, Ultron. It's here to just be strong because that line is very strong, and it's very strong when people forget about it. Card you add to that mix is Moonstone. Now you have Moonstone down that Patriot lane, and now caveat, right off the top. Does a lot of this or most of this absolutely get shredded by Enchantress? Of course it does, but that doesn't, don't let that stop you from trying to do a fun thing, because if you build every deck ever with trying to duck and dodge the counters, you're never going to end up building anything that's fun or worth trying, right? If Destroy always worried about the counters, you'd never build a Destroy deck ever, period, because there's 6,000 of them in the game. Now, let's move along, okay? Now, we have Mystique in here to copy said things. She can copy Moonstone, she can copy Patriot, Mystique can copy just about anything under the sun here. Now, what you'd probably want her to be countering, now, let's head back to what I think is the mainline plan for this deck, is you have Mystique copying something like Iron Man. Now, Iron Man could also now go in that lane with Captain America, who's buffing Iron Man. You have the Shield in there. The Shield is buffing Cap. Okay, so now you have a line where you're like, oh, okay, things are happening. You get Sam down. Sam is moving the Shield around. The Shield is bumping back and forth between Cap. It's gaining, it's gaining power. The Shield is moving. You have Iron Man on the board. Mystique's in the location. Things are moving around. Your opponent never necessarily knows where to target the things that are moving around here. Like I said, that's probably the main line for this deck, with the backup plan of the Patriot Ultron stuff. It's there if you need it. Every deck shouldn't just have one win condition. Put a couple of them in there, have fun, enjoy yourself. Spectrum's in here because you got so many damn ongoings, and she just got buffed recently. Why not? She buffs Iron Man. That's going to be just a windfall in itself between Iron Man having 0 power and Mystique having 0 power. Spectrum will now give those said cards extra power. Now, of course, if you've played Iron Man on 5 and you copy with Spectrum on the last turn, you're not going to be able to do the Mystique. You're not going to be able to do the Spectrum line in that instance. But again, multiple conditions, multiple directions. Your card draw is going to be different every game. That's how card games work. Mr. Fantastic, because why not? Mr. Fantastic, another card got a buff recently, works with getting a buff by Spectrum, gets buffed by Moonstone, right? Moonstone can take that ability, add it. Now you can also put Iron Man in a lane, and he's getting the doubling on the location. Right now it doesn't matter that he's still 0, because he's getting a bump from the location from that Mr. Fantastic is buffing. And maybe if it's double by Moonstone, now you're really talking, you're kind of off to the races there. Don't forget the shields bumping back and forth, right? You have the caps on the board, the shields moving around, things are happening, Ant-Man's on the board. Okay, play around with the possibilities of where this can go. You want to throw a Cosmo in here? Fine, take something out, put a Cosmo in. You don't necessarily, and again, this is a fairly cheap deck. Most of these are really early game cards, except for the brand new, Sam Wilson, Moonstone that just came out recently. Everything else is like, you should have this. And if you don't have some of that new, Moonstone could be something else, could be whatever else. That could be your Cosmo slot. Who knows? Just have fun with this. I think this is a fun starting point. Am I sitting here and tell you like, oh my god, this deck is gonna crush the meta? Probably not. But is it gonna be fun to do? Yes. Does it lose to Enchantress hard? Yes, of course it does. But come on, have fun, right? Look, this is a place where I'm gonna start. This is probably the thing that I'm gonna fire up first on season reset to try this card out. And I think you should too, because it looks like fun. What the hell? Okay, that's it. That's all for this deck. Let me close this out. Let's get up out of here. Thank y'all so much for checking that video out. Please, with the housekeeping stuff, hit me with the like, hit me with that sub. We're trying to get to that 1,000. We're almost at the 900. I very much appreciate y'all coming along with this ride for me as we try to get this YouTube, the static content, moving again. Thank y'all so much. Check out this deck. Give it a shot if you're going to be getting the card. I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be a good time. I appreciate y'all so much. I am streaming every day on Twitch, right? Twitch.tv/gamingwithflashx. Come on out there, hang out with the Midnight Gang. We're there late nights, okay? So be prepared for that. Love y'all so much. Check y'all on the next video. Peace.